In today's show, Bitcoin beats out shorts as the Bitcoin price attempts to crack $20,500. I'll be breaking down the latest technical analysis, including crypto analyst Mikhail Van-de-Pop. Correction indeed taking place in which 19,800 to 19,900 is in an area to look for longs, but also a retest around 19,600 is an important one for Bitcoin. Quoting Crypto Capo, expectation is 3 to 6% move up on the entire market average. Some ish coins might be the exception and have higher returns than I would like to see. Bearish signs, but yeah, that resistance should hold. We could then see a strong bearish move towards new lows. And also be sharing the latest from Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, and quoting Jack Mallers, Bitcoin is the only asset that guarantees you a future and issuance rate, a monetary policy. I trust in Bitcoin because I do not have to trust anybody. And quoting Max Kaiser, Bitcoin is the nonviolent form of the guillotine. Also in today's show, Bitcoin to outperform most major assets in the second half of 2022, according to Bloomberg Analyst. Quoting Mike McGlone, when the ebbing economic tide turns, we see the propensity resuming for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the Bloomberg Galaxy Crypto Index to outperform most major assets. Also in today's show, Bitcoin whales escalate feeding frenzy, collectively adding over $930 million in Bitcoin, according to Santiment. Quoting them here, Bitcoin whales are showing signs of sustained accumulation, which has been a rarity in 2022. Since September 27th, addresses holding 100 to 10,000 BTC have collectively added back 46,173 BTC back to their wallets as large USDT holdings have dropped. Also in today's show, crypto trader doubles down on one Ethereum-based altcoin and calls it the opportunity of a lifetime. Quoting Van-de-Pop, so far so good for Chainlink. The price between $6 to $8 is still an opportunity of a lifetime. Also in today's show, here's what max pain could look like for Bitcoin HODL'ers, according to on-chain analyst Willy Woo, who points out here, this is one way of visualizing maximum pain, and this chart indicates that Bitcoin's 60% underwater level is currently hovering at around $10,000. We'll also be taking a look at the overall crypto market. All this, plus so much more, in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So if you like receiving daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell icon, turn on all notifications. Will Smith that like button as hard as you can, and drop a comment below as it helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm. And today's episode is brought to you by iTrust Capital, the #1 crypto IRA platform in the world. That's right, you can set up a crypto IRA and start earning crypto tax-free, and they now have staking available with Polkadot, which is pretty cool. You can buy, sell, and trade 25 plus cryptocurrencies as well as precious metals, gold, and silver. There are no monthly fees and only a 1% transaction fee. They offer institutional grade storage, and you can get started today with only $1,000 to create your account. And if you sign up today, you're going to receive a $100 reward in Bitcoin for funding your account. So go ahead and click my referral link in the description right down below. Set up your iTrust Capital account today, and let's get this crypto tax-free. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and this is podcast episode number 1066 of the Crypto News Alerts pod. Bitcoin reclaimed and held $20,000 this morning into October 6th as the latest rebound punished short speculators, which you can see here in the Bitcoin 1-hour candle chart. Data from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView showed Bitcoin bouncing from local lows of 19,700 on Bitstamp around October 5th Wall Street open, and Bitcoin then reversed, leading early shorters into $20 million in liquidations in the past 24 hours. Like, whoa. And at the time of this recording, Bitcoin still hovering just above $20,000, having gone on to reach $20,400 on the day. Crypto analyst Mikhail Van-de-Pop, founder of trading firm 8, had flagged the lows as a suitable entry point. Quoting the analyst here, correction indeed taken place in which 19,800 to 19,900 is an area to look for longs, but also a retest around 19,600 is an important one for Bitcoin. And meanwhile, popular trader Crypto Capo reiterated his existing thesis over short-term crypto market prospects. Bitcoin should continue rising, he argued, before a decisive rejection sends the market below its recent trading range. As he shares here, expectations is 3 to 6% move up on the entire market average. Some ish coins might be the exception and have higher returns than I would like to see bearish signs, but yeah, that resistance should hold. We would then see a strong bearish move towards new lows. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the crypto analyst. And the US dollar index, descending from highs through the week, continued to see comparative weakness, helping buoy the mood amongst risk assets, which you can see here in this chart. So the crypto forecast, meanwhile, tied in with expectations of a come down for US equities, with which Bitcoin and crypto remain highly correlated. And in a Twitter thread on October 5th, Jurian Timmer, director of global macro at asset manager Fidelity Investments, said that the S&P 500 reading of 3,300 would represent fair value. Quoting him here, what's next for stocks? Fair value is now around 14x forward EPS, translating to an SPX of 3,300-ish. Every time the market moves lower, so does the fair value. A major buy signal won't happen until the Fed pivots or the market undershoots the fair value, unless the P&E overshoots to the downside, which is another way of saying that the market no longer trusts the earnings estimates. And he concludes here, basically, we're at the mercy of the Fed cycle. The question is, will the Fed pivot? The end. And according to estimates from the CME Group's FedWatch tool, the November hike was more likely to match the previous two at 75 basis points. And checking out the latest from Plan B, creator of the Bitcoin stock to flow model, he updated us here this morning, stairway to heaven, adding orders of magnitude. And he also shares here my forward guidance for the next 3 years. 2024 halving is coming, and the increased scarcity stock to flow ratio will pump the Bitcoin price just like 2012, 2016, and 2020. And in this stock to flow chart, as you can see here in this yellow box, it shows us hitting a $100,000 Bitcoin price at around 2025, which is the year preceding the next halving. And another interesting recent tweet from Plan B, 20,000 is the new 4,000 like in 2018 and 2019, and $250 like in 2015, and like $5 in 2012. We know what happens next. Send it. And quoting Jack Mallers, the Strike CEO, Bitcoin is the only asset that guarantees you a future, an issuance rate, a monetary policy. I trust in Bitcoin because I do not have to trust anybody. Preach. And quoting Max Kaiser, Bitcoin is the nonviolent form of the guillotine. That's right. And before I break down the next story of the day, Bitcoin to outperform most major assets in the second half of 2022, according to Bloomberg analyst Mike McGlone. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, all the major cryptos are currently pumping. And in the green, we got Bitcoin up over 1% for the day, trading just under $20,200. We have Ethereum up 3.4%, trading just under $1,400, while Binance Coin, Solana, Polkadot, and Avalanche all breaking out and in the green. And XRP is up a whopping 4%, hovering just below 50 cents, and Cardano is pumping as well. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Senior commodity strategist at Bloomberg Intelligence, Mike McGlone, stated October has historically been the best month for Bitcoin since 2014, averaging gains of about 20% for the month, and that commodities appearing to peak could imply that Bitcoin has reached its bottom. In an October 5th Bloomberg Crypto Outlook report, McGlone says that while the rise of interest rates globally is putting downwards pressure on most assets, Bitcoin is gaining the upper hand when compared with commodities and tech stocks like Tesla. As noted here, when the ebbing economic tide turns, we see the propensity resuming for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the Bloomberg Galaxy Crypto Index to outperform most major assets. McGlone then notes that Bitcoin has its lowest ever volatility against the Bloomberg Commodity Index, which tracks the price movements of global commodities such as gold and crude oil, and suggests that historically, Bitcoin volatility is more likely to recover as compared to commodities when the crypto heads to new highs. And McGlone suggested that the second half of this year can see Bitcoin shift towards becoming a risk-off asset like gold and U.S. Treasuries, following low volatility through September and a potential peak in commodity prices. Now, in the past, Bitcoin has been highly correlated with tech stocks, with its volatility making it a risky asset that traders are likely to sell in an environment where investors are looking to reduce risk. Now, Keiko research data released on October 4th supports the notion that Bitcoin may be transitioning to acting more like digital gold, with Bitcoin's correlation to gold hitting its highest level in more than a year at 0.4% plus, following a strengthening of the US dollar as interest rates rise. Now, correlation of 1.0 plus means that the movement between the two different assets is synonymous. For example, a 10% increase in gold would be matched by a 10% increase in Bitcoin should the two assets have a correlation of 1.0 plus. So there you have it. And before I break down next story of the day, Bitcoin whales escalate the feeding frenzy, collectively adding over $930 million in Bitcoin, according to sentiment. But first, let's take a quick look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at $971 billion with about $61 billion in volume volume in the past 24 hours. The current Bitcoin dominance 40.1%, with the Ether dominance at 17.4%. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers in the past 24 hours, we have Casper leading the pack up 10.5%, trading at 3.3 cents, followed by the Trust Wallet token up 9%, trading just under $1, followed by Ethereum name service up 8.5%, trading at $17.49. And checking out the top 100 cryptocurrency gainers for the past week, you can see a sea of green, which we love to see, with Elrond leading the pack up 16.8%, followed by GMX up 16.3%, followed by CVX up 14.7%. And checking out one of my favorite indicators, it's the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. And hallelujah, we're finally not stuck in extreme fear for the first time in a very long time. Today we're rated a 26 out of 100 in fear. Yesterday was a 25, last week a 22, and last month a 22 in extreme fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That could be a great buying opportunity, aka BTFD, buy that freaking dip. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Crypto analytics platform Santiment. Shout out to Santiment. I'm actually going to be on their live show tomorrow. They reached out to me, so I'm looking forward to that. They say Bitcoin whales have accumulated heavily over the past 9 days. Santiment says that since Tuesday of last week, Bitcoin whales have added Bitcoin worth approximately $931 million at the time of this recording. And according to the crypto analytics platform, this is the longest period of sustained accumulation by Bitcoin whales since May. Let's go. Quoting them here, Bitcoin whales are showing signs of sustained accumulation, which has been a rarity in 2022. Since September 27th, addresses holding 100 to 10,000 BTC have collectively added back 46,173 BTC back to their wallets as large USDT holdings have dropped. And earlier this week, Santiment noted the Bitcoin supply on crypto exchanges had fallen to levels last witnessed in November of 2018. And according to the analytics platform, the chances of a sell-off risk are further reduced, with less than 9% of the Bitcoin supply currently held on crypto exchanges. Santiment also examines Ethereum scaling solution Optimism, and according to the crypto analytics platform, Optimism's on-chain activity is growing with the layer 2 scaling solution, witnessing a record number of new addresses created and daily active addresses. Quoting them here, the chain activity for Optimism has been growing despite its underwhelming price performance. The amount of daily active addresses interacting on the network as well as new addresses created are at the highest levels since inception in May, which you can see here in this chart. And before I break down next story of the day, crypto trader doubles down on one Ethereum-based altcoin and calls it the opportunity of a lifetime, as well as here's what max pain could look like for Bitcoin hodlers, according to on-chain analyst Willy Woo. But first, I want to remind you to smash that show more button right below this video in the description for detailed analysis of what's going on in the crypto market. This goes for all 1,400 plus videos right here on my YouTube channel. And if you're not already subscribed, you know what to do, fam. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon, turn on all notifications. Will Smith that like button and drop a comment right down below. And of course, you can follow me on all the major podcasting platforms, from Spotify, home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes and Google Play, and all across crypto Twitter, Facebook, Telegram, Instagram, and TikTok. So wherever you're at, be sure to plug in and follow me there. But all right, now let's break down our next story of the day. Popular crypto analyst Michael Van de Poppe is reiterating his conviction that Chainlink's current price is a rare opportunity for investors. Where my Chainlink hodlers at? Make some noise in the comments below. He tells his 629,000 Twitter followers that Chainlink's current price remains an opportunity of a lifetime, doubling down on his bullish position for Link. Quoting him here on crypto Twitter, so far so good for Chainlink. The price between $6 to $8 is still an opportunity of a lifetime. Now, Chainlink's native asset Link is currently trading at around $8 at the time of this recording. The 23rd ranked crypto asset by market cap is up 1.5% in the past 24 hours. Link hit an all-time high of $52.70 in May of last year. Now, Van de Poppe is also forecasting a rally in this fourth quarter for the King Crypto. Quoting him here, it's time for a slight bounce on the US dollar index and a correction on the crypto markets. But more importantly, I'm expecting unemployment data to be bad on Friday, and then indices should be continuing. Relief rally in quarter four is on the horizon for Bitcoin. And Van de Poppe suggests that the markets are responding positively to the impacts that U.S. federal rate hikes are having on unemployment data and job openings. Quoting him here, slowly but surely, the U.S. economy follows the rest of the world. Job openings, largest miss in recent 15 years. ISM PMI worst number since June of 2020. Markets reacting positively as gold and silver have been running up, close to a big breakout for Bitcoin too. send it. Now, the trader forecasts a price consolidation of 19,600 for Bitcoin and an increase to the next resistance level of $22,400. As he shares here, yep, resistance hit, see previous tweet, consolidation in which 19,600 needs to hold for Bitcoin, and then 22,400 is next. Let me know if you agree or disagree with the crypto analysts. But all right, now let's break down our final story of the day. Popular on-chain analyst Willy Woo claims the current bear market hasn't yet sent as many Bitcoin underwater as the previous bear markets. That's right, Willy Woo notes that showing how many coins are at a lower value compared to their purchase price is one way of visualizing maximum pain. As Willy Woo shares here on crypto Twitter, this is one way of visualizing maximum pain. Past cycles bottom when approximately 60% of the coins traded below their purchase price. Will we hit this again? I don't know. The structure of this current market this time around is very different. Inside baseball, it used to be OGs would dump their coins into the bear market. You see this in the red zones. In this cycle, we aren't seeing any of the historic selling. It could be that they are hedging on futures, and the OGs this time around are hedge funds from 2020. Now, Woo's chart indicates that Bitcoin's 60% underwater level is currently hovering at around $10,000, which suggests $10,000 Bitcoin as the max pain. And he is not the only analyst to suggest Bitcoin could dip to another level lower. Nicholas Merton told us 500,000 YouTube subs this week that another leg of the bear market can send Bitcoin near the $13,000 level. So let me know your thoughts where you feel that the Bitcoin bottom price will likely be, or do you feel that the bottom is already in at 17,500, or do you feel that the max pain has lower to go, as Willy Woo points out, potentially $10,000, or Nicholas Merton is saying $13,000 per BTC. And now for a quick recap, what I covered with you here in today's show. Bitcoin beats out shorts as the Bitcoin price attempts to crack $20,500. We also discussed Bitcoin to outperform most major assets in the second half of 2022, according to Bloomberg analyst Mike McGlone, as well as Bitcoin whales escalate the feeding frenzy, collectively adding over $930 million in Bitcoin, according to Santiment, as well as crypto trader doubles down on one Ethereum-based altcoin, Chainlink, and calls it the opportunity of a lifetime. We also discussed here's what max pain can look like for Bitcoin HODL'ers, which is $10,000 according to on-chain analyst Willy Woo. But where do you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go next? Let me know in the comments right down below. And now for the top 3 comments from yesterday's episode. Valerie Collins wrote, "Love your creativity, JV. Will Smith, that like button brings an inviting sense of joyous humor. Every time you say it, it's the same kind of feeling that Michael Saylor's visionary insight regarding Bitcoin's potential inspires in people's minds and hearts." Very well said, Valerie. I appreciate your continued support. And our next featured comment comes from Pezza. Does Peter Schiff realize the size of Michael Saylor's family? When he goes after Uncle Mike, he goes after all of us. Maybe we're going after gold next. Also, I don't remember any of us hating on gold. What's with this guy? You make a great point. Peter Schiff is just the troll of all trolls. It is what it is. And our third and final featured comment comes from Stone Beauty. I think Saylor would have gained a whole lot more if he pumped Kim. Maybe not gain, but would definitely pad his stats. That is faux show. So there you have it. And to be featured on tomorrow's episode, simply drop a comment right down below. If you're not already subscribed, you know what to do. Hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications. Will Smith, that like button as hard as you can. And I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.